Welcome back. At this point you should have already created your slide with at least your name and an introduction to yourself and your portfolio. Now we're going to just take a look at two other features, which is adding the design or the theme to your slide to give it a little bit of color, and we'll also sneak in a preview as to how to reorder and arrange the order of slides. We'll start with that one actually first. Changing slides and their order is quite simple. It's simply a matter of going to your slide view, clicking the slide that you want, and then dragging it to another position. A little line will appear as such. You release and the slide will drop into that place. Now the first slide happens to be this one, which is empty, and the second slide is this one. Go ahead and make sure you rearrange that and place that back when you are done. Notice I clicked on the slide that I wanted to move, I held down the mouse button, and then I dragged until I saw the little line where I wanted to drop and place my slide. You can also switch views to the slide sorter view and do the same thing here. This will allow you to drag and drop slides in the order that you want. I'm going to go back to my normal view, and we're going to continue by looking at applying a designer style to your presentation. It's quite simple to actually change the look of a presentation in a matter of 2 seconds. In order to do so, let's go to the Design tab. Within the Design tab, you'll notice that there is a Themes group. These are different styles that are already pre-configured inside of PowerPoint. If you drop down the More, or if you press down the More options, you will see other built-in themes. As you move your mouse over them, you can get a preview of what they look like as they apply to your style, to your presentation. In this case, I'm going to select this style right here. If I choose it, it's called Civic, it'll apply that to all my slides. You'll also notice that some of my slides don't exactly look as great as they should. That's because it did its best job to rearrange items to fit according to the style. Sometimes if this happens, you will need to do some work, which means in this case I will need to click on this text holder box and resize it and reposition it so that it looks appropriate. I can also reposition the other items. With that theme in mind, you have a couple of options. If you like the way it's organized and you just simply do not like the colors, you can drop down colors and choose a different combination of colors. That allows you to keep the design and the structure without trashing it outright completely for another one. So keep that in mind. That's an option that you have. You can also change the fonts that are associated with it, and you can apply effects. The effects would only apply to certain parts of the themes. You will notice here that there are two slides that we started with. However, they don't look identical. Each of the themes has a different look for the different layouts available. A reminder, I'm going to go to the Home tab. These are all different layouts. Notice how the different layouts have a different color scheme and different look to them. That is what's awesome about applying themes, that you automatically get all your looks updated. But keep in mind that, as you saw in this example, this was positioned below, so I had to do a little bit of work. So don't flip-flop back and forth between themes if you're not willing to go back and revisit and do the work in reorganizing them. Try to stick with one theme in mind and set it up from the beginning and work along as you have slides and information to add. This concludes this section of the video. We have looked at adding slides, reordering slides, changing layouts, adding themes, inserting text, applying simple effects to your text and formatting them so that they appear differently. There's still so much more to learn, and we still have a little bit of ways to go with this portfolio, but I'm sure you have a good start to begin with. When we come back, we will be taking a look at saving our work and opening it so that you can quickly access this file in case you're in the middle of a day and you need to continue your work another day. So make sure you have revisited all the steps covered in this video. If you haven't clearly understood it, make sure to rewind, try it again, watch it again, and if that doesn't help, don't forget to ask your instructor or your neighbor for some help.